Hello again, viewers. I'm calling again from Australia to talk to you again, all my viewers, about the naughty F word. F for fluorosilicic acid, which is fluoride. And with me is my gorgeous mate, Tekilla.
Hello, viewers.
Tekilla and Sheila, we're here again, spending our precious time to give you the truth on that naughty F word, fluoride, fluorosilicic acid. That new group that is written on Tekilla's above her bosom is called FUCKED.
Oh, it stands for fluoride under corporate kickbacks. Ended.
Democracy.
Oh, what's that?
We haven't got it anymore. It's effed.
That's why I didn't know.
I know.
Oh, it's so sad.
All these bloody MP bastards with their shiny asses sitting in their taxpayer-funded comfortable chairs, screwing the taxpayers into the ground, poisoning all us poor bastards with fluorosilicic acid.
Oh, Sheila, can I go on?
Tequila, I think I need a tequila. We'll have one later.
Good.
By the way, you might notice this gorgeous specimen, like myself, does not like to overdo herself in the makeup department. We know that you're going to think we're gorgeous. Please, I beg of you, make sure you give us celebrity status. Like, we know you've got to act like an absolute cockhead to get anywhere on YouTube. This is what we are. This is how much we care about not only ourselves, but we care about you.
Viewers.
All of you beautiful men, you beautiful women, you beautiful babies, and your beautiful pets.
All of you.
Isn't that right, Tequila? I'm bloody heartbroken.
Me too.
And my body's getting broken, and
What is it all about?
it's this stinking fluoride poison. And all of those beautiful people out there who don't realise they haven't read the book Fluoride and the Ageing Factor, by jingos, it ages you.
Nobody would do us any harm.
Huh. The fluoride mafia will.
Oh dear.
They'll get you.
What about my grandchildren?
They're stuffed, love.
Bugger.
We're stuffed, unless we can get the bloody crooked bastards to take the fluoride out of the stinking water.
When?
And you know, I think I told our viewers before, they don't only put this stinking fluorosilicic acid / silicofluorides / fluoride in the water, they put the aluminium sulfate in too, so our bloody noggins are taking... Look at the people with mental illness. We're taking a real beating in that department as well.
That's what's happening to me. I keep forgetting my words.
I know. So do I, and so do many other. And this is not just normal ageing. When you've got a potent neurotoxin, you suffer the consequences. Now, you are very, very bright, Tequila. You keep watching the headlines. What are we seeing constantly? Violence and criminality. It's never ending. Look at Brisbane, the Gold Coast, the Sunshine Coast, since we were fluoridated nearly 3 years ago. The violence and criminality has skyrocketed.
That's happening in the streets of Victoria.
Thank you so much for that important input. People around Australia need to hear this.
They do.
And I've actually made a few notes for us because I realise this is so important. We've got the report from Fluoride Research on water fluoridation and crime in the USA. Well, and they state if water fluoridation were ended, it might take a generation for the effects to recede. If it continues to expand, the signal identified in this study may get lost in the noise of endemic violence. Well, what are we seeing, people? Everywhere in Australia that is now effed with fluoride in the water supplies, hence contaminating all of your foods, beverages. Alcohol is all made with fluoridated water. So they're specifically blaming the people drinking alcohol for all of the violence and crime, but those poor people having, we know a lot of drinking to excess. We know that.
We do know
but
that.
this stuff is made with fluoridated water, a potent neurotoxin. This makes me furious.
What about our fruit and veg?
Well, it's all grown with fluoridated water, unless it's specifically in an area without it. But they're all sprayed. They're sprayed with, a lot of them are sprayed with fluorinated pesticides as well.
What about our poor little bees?
I know. Well, we've got we've got a massive bee shortage worldwide. They're dying of all these pesticides as well.
What about the Great Barrier Reef?
Exactly. We've got this massive fluoride pollution, not just of the people, but through all the water supplies. It's going to end up in all of the environment. Plus that, you have all the other fluoride pollution from emanating from all the factories, etc.
Can't we tap into our underground waters?
No.
Why not?
It's not ours.
Who does it belong to?
The government owns everything. We have no rights now. Like, all of the people don't even have a choice whether they're given a gutful of toxic waste in the way of fluoride or not. It's really bad.
Can't we use reconstituted water or whatever they call it?
No, Sheila. No, Tekilla.
Why not?
Can't. The only answer to this massive fluoride pollution problem, and that is so widespread, with, like they talk about this carbon pollution. They better not worry about that. What they've got to worry about is the massive fluoride pollution. Air, food and water, totally polluted. We've got, like how many people don't realise, you people out there, you cook with your Teflon cookware, you don't know that's giving off fluoro chemicals, do you?
What about plastic water bottles?
Well, yes. Some people, the water that I have is made with the safe bladder. But yes, I mean, a lot of these. But we can't hammer the bottled water, because that at this time is the only escape that people have from this poison fluorosilicic acid that is in their taps. If people are given non-fluoridated water through their town water supplies, people will start drinking out of the bloody taps. But how dare those people try and also poison the bottled water? How dare you, I say, when you know that's the only bloody escape from this poison that people have got. And I'm warning you, you people in control of our bloody country, you stop putting that fluorosilicic acid in our water, because, by God, I'm telling you...
Go, Sheila!
Yeah, the bloody Australian people and other people in other countries, they know your game, and the game is now up, well and truly. Okay? Now, you've got to turn those poison taps off once and for all. We may make a joke about this to try and get attention, but I can tell you, I don't like the scum that's doing this to the people. You've fooled too many for too long. Your game is up. I know Dr. Carney in Victoria has just retired. He gets away without facing any accountability or responsibility. And how many years was he in there poisoning the poor bloody Victorians? We've got these mongrels in the so-called health departments. How dare you be the ones with your backroom deals and God knows else, whatever you do, to get this frigging fluorosilicic acid, silicofluorides in our water supplies. You all ought to bloody be shot.
I love you, Sheila.
I love you too, Tekilla.
You're just the bestest.
And I think you just look stunning. And I think our viewers are going to be so impressed with our appearance. We did go to a little bit more trouble this time.
We did.
Even though it's not as much makeup as we usually wear,
yeah.
But we wanted to make you realise that we care
You're
about
so
you.
passionate. I'm so passionate I can't talk.
I know. And that makes you so beautiful.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you, viewers. Please get on to all these rotten bastard MPs in Australia who sit on their big, fat, taxpayer-funded chairs doing absolutely nothing but reeking in your hard-earned dollars. We've got fluoride ferals running riot in the streets in every capital city. If I see another penis peeing out the front next door, I think I'll be sick. I mean, I don't want to see whether people have been circumcised or not, but I'm sorry. This is happening. And we've got hooning. I know, we've got hooning non-stop. And, you know, we know that this behaviour has got so much worse since this neurotoxic fluoride has gone in the water.
Where do we get it from?
Oh, all countries. Belgium. See, Belgium is smart enough. They don't fluoridate their water. Of course they don't.
Are we buying it?
Yeah, they sell it to us and a lot from China, of course. But remember, you've got all these other toxic, absolutely, as well as this fluorosilicic acid. I mean, it's so dangerous. But that has other contaminants, you know, as a result of coming from the phosphate fertiliser industry. Lead, cadmium, mercury.
More times of them. But I thought that was in the Quit campaign.
Look, we are really stuffed, and we need millions of you viewers, millions, to spread the word to everybody. Remember that other site I told you about? Paul Connett's site, Fluoride Action Network in the USA.
That's the one?
Yep, and you've also got Fluoride Action Network New Zealand. There's Fluoride Action Network Australia still being developed as we speak, but you've got Queenslanders for Safe Air, Food and Water. You've got a wonderful group, well, many wonderful groups in Victoria.
Fluoride-free Murray.
Yeah, yep, and, you know,
ACAB.
there's so many we can't even name them. That's why we need your help to spread this word. And I don't care if you've got to go and grab your MP by the bloody tie and tell the useless mongrel to get up off his clacker and take action to have this poison removed from our water, because it contaminates everything. And those of you who say, oh, well, I'm right, mate, you know, stuff you, I've got tank. Well, you're fooling yourself. They're fooling themselves, sweetheart. Because
they're playing with themselves even.
Well, they are, because you can reduce your intake by having a tank. But you're getting it in all your, if you drink soft drink or if you love a beer or whatever else, and you like, if you know, strangely enough, if you like to eat, that's all contaminated with this fluorosilicic acid. So for God's sake, come on, Australians. Once upon a time, you fought like bloody hell. You're fighting like hell for the to stop the gas fracking, and good on you for that. This is shocking. We're not going to have a decent piece of land left to grow food for Australians. We're all going to be stuffed. But I can tell you, people have underestimated just how dangerous and cumulative the effects of this horrendous fluorosilicic acid fluoride is. So please take action, get really, really tough. And look, I thank you so much for joining me, Tekilla. It's been an absolute honour to have you here.
You're my hero.
Oh, thank you.
You're
and you
welcome.
people, please be our hero and make this bloody Australian government, like Tasmania's been fluoridated for over 45 years. Every state, you know, well, a lot of them have been fluoridated 30, you know, 40 years.
Good teeth?
Their teeth are shocking. They're all in dental crisis, and I've seen, you know, quite a growth in the dental industry. So it's obviously, you know, quite a lucrative business.
But if it's so good for your teeth, why do we need all the dentists?
Yeah. Well, see, it's not good for your teeth because it etches glass. So when you think, oh, it etches glass, oh, what's that going to do to my teeth and my bones and all of my organs and body? Well, it sucks them eventually.
I think I'm effed.
You are effed. So remember to look up and take part in that new Facebook page, Fluoridation Under Corporate Kickbacks Ended Democracy.
Amen.
That means we're fucked. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Tekilla. Bye-bye, viewers. Love you.
Bye-bye, Sheila. I love you. You're my hero.
Oh, I love you so much. Bye-bye, viewers.
Bye-bye, viewers.